Hello, I haven't been on this channel for quite a few years, and I thought I would just pop back in. About 10 months or 11 months ago, I uploaded a couple of little odd videos, and that was about it really until about a day ago, and I uploaded a thunderstorm video, which I thought was, just put it on this channel. But other than that, I haven't really been in this channel at all for the last 3 years because things have changed and my interests have moved on, as it were. My career, I guess, has changed. A lot's happened anyway. Let's put it that way. And obviously for the better. And I mean, the whole Oxford Paranormal UK, I mean, it's still going and I'm still involved in it, but I'm just not doing anything public. I think I made that quite clear in the other video that I did. But anyway, a lot of things have changed in the last 3 years, and one of the biggest surprises to me was actually Scary Larry. And he'd passed away. I didn't know. YouTube is not notifying. It never has really worked for me, so I never got any notifications about any of his videos. And I pretty much watched all of his videos and had a couple of online chats with him about various things. And I actually used to really quite like his videos. And unfortunately, well, he passed away 27th of August 2019. So I mean, his channel, he renamed it Moses, and his real name was Larry Bailey. And I've just watched the Scary Larry memorial video that his family did, which is absolutely brilliant. I thought it was really, really good. And I did actually watch a lot of his last few videos that he'd uploaded before he'd passed away. One which was not that sort of a long time before he actually passed away, so which was quite interesting. But yeah, as I say, yeah, it's a lovely memorial. I used to love his rants. I used to think his rants were really, really good, and he was a realist, like I try to be a bit of a realist. No fancy arty-farty stuff, just real, like, I mean, in his words, were sort of, you take, no, what was it he used to say? Something about it being raw, take him as he is, he just produces raw. And that's exactly how I used to like doing, my stuff as well, and my investigations, and they are still continuing to go on. So, but I just don't do anything publicly, really. But I did really just want to sort of acknowledge the fact that Larry, or Scary Larry, had passed. And I know I'm obviously late into the scene really with this, but yeah, it's a bit of an eye opener really. There was another YouTuber that I used to follow called Tiptoechick. And she'd passed away, I think, in an accident quite a while ago. Again, I had a few conversations with her in the past, and then found out after the fact. I think it was actually quite a short time after the fact that she'd passed away. Then I found out. I just realised that a lot of her video, she used to upload quite a lot of videos, and all of a sudden it just all stopped, and did a little bit of digging around, and then found out that that she'd also passed away. So, but yeah, so in the last day since uploading my thunderstorm video, I thought I'd just poke around and sort of follow up on some of the subscriptions that I used to, people that I used to follow, and I found a couple of interesting things, really things that stood out for me. Which really, in the 3 years ago, I think, was when I posted my last sort of video. I'd had enough. It's just a ridiculous scene to be in. The media side, if you like, the public side of the whole paranormal thing. It hasn't changed, obviously. I've noticed that I've gone back over a lot of the subscriptions, people that I've subscribed to in channels and such like. And what's been interesting, there's been two things. There's been a lot of people that were creating all the rubbish before are still producing lots of rubbish and crap. And still, and it's all about the numbers, and it's all about the subscriptions, and it's obviously all about the money. It's not about doing proper research at all. It's about the hype and the intros and the outros and the music, and it's just ridiculous. It's not real paranormal stuff at all. And the other thing that I noticed, the second thing that I noticed was, it stood out quite a lot, was that there was an awful lot of other paranormal people that also left around the same time that I did, and I'm guessing, because like me, they just stopped uploading, and I guess people are just sick and tired of the crap, really, at the end of the day, and it's just not what, in my opinion, what the paranormal was about, and Scary Larry, or Larry, was. This is why I used to like watching his videos, because there was no pomp and ceremony or anything with his stuff. It was what it was, and it was real, and he had his beliefs, and like everybody's got their beliefs. But he was, he was down to earth, and yeah. And it's quite interesting. It was very, very nice to actually watch. I watched the whole memorial video that his family did. Lovely family, and they obviously loved him a lot, and vice versa. That was obviously pretty clear that he was a very loving family man, and good to have, really. Good to have a family that loves you. I didn't have that privilege, but I've been able to do that for my own family, so that's the way things are. Anyway, that's a different story. Just as an aside note, obviously my skill set is quite large. Predominantly I am now focusing on Indigo Insight, which is more psychotherapy, hypnotherapy, and Reiki. So that's where my skill sets are, but my over the last 30-40 years now, I've been involved quite heavily for 30 plus years, 35 years or more than that, in the media, photography and video and such like, and still do that on the commercial side. The private side is absolutely dead now because of mobile phones. People don't want portraits and stuff like that anymore, and we're even finding things like weddings. I mean, we haven't done an album for a wedding, what I call a traditional wedding, for probably getting on for about eight or 9 years now. People just want everything digital. They want it all on a memory stick, which is quite interesting. But the reason why I'm mentioning this is because we do an awful lot of professional recording and video and such like, and obviously in these particular times with 2020, it's become more relevant now that people, do this kind of thing, using webcams and using cameras and such like. And so we're doing a lot more commercial video and audio recording, voiceovers and such like. And what's interesting, and it highlighted something the other day, because I did 4 or 5 videos recording in a studio environment and such like. And even now, in between the silences, and sometimes even in the voiceovers, I'm still picking up, noises and noises and voices and sentences and stuff like that. Even at a professional level, that is happening. So if that's happening to me, then I'm guessing that happens to an awful lot of other people. But yeah, it just made me, I think it highlighted one of the reasons why I wanted to come back into this channel and just do a short video, really, was to sort of see how things are, and just to say that, this obviously just doesn't go away. Nothing ever goes away. It's always there. It's always about whether we choose to listen or not, and open our eyes and just listen. And so yeah, that's about it really. That's all I really wanted to do. Whether or not I'll do another upload to this channel, probably not, because it's not very active. And I just wanted to say actually that anyone that is the channel has grown. I still keep getting emails every now and then saying, you know, that people have subscribed, which I find absolutely fascinating. And I thank you for subscribing if you've subscribed in the last 3 years. And hopefully you found my videos useful. And unfortunately, the way that YouTube seems to operate now is just, it's all upside down. People can't communicate with you anymore. People used to be able to leave you know, messages and email you and response and all, and it's all gone. All of that is all gone. Still got the Facebook page if you want to, you know, just search Oxford Paranormal UK on Facebook and you'll find it. Obviously you can communicate and send messages that way if you want to, but not through YouTube, unfortunately. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for looking at my channel. And whether you're passing through or subscribing or whatever, thank you very much. And I may or may not be back again. Okay, take care.